Yo, what's going on? So I'm going to do my brief intro for Galeb's second solo level, the SAD base on Long Island. You get 2 achievement trophies on this board, but you can only get 1 per playthrough. So I'm going to go with the No Survivors one. That's where you take out 3 leaders in the St. Leopold Society. I'll show you how to get the other one. It's called Precision Job. That requires you to take out 1 leader that has the correct implant and then go straight to the database from there. But I won't do that one. You're going to miss out on a bunch of objectives too if you do that. I recommend you upgrade your Fortitude to level 3 if you can. There's a scene conversation at the end of the level where that'll help out a lot. You could probably get through it with some dialogue options, but I just wanted to be safe, so I did it with the Fortitude. And then that also helps you get to one of the leaders without the highest implant, the highest level clearance implant. Alright, so there's Fortitude level 3. I left a few notes on this because there's a lot going on, and this will help keep you on track on getting all the objectives, which I will do. I'll get all the objectives. No failures, no alternatives. And then all the stuff for reading, I usually just click on it just to show you that it's there. If you really want to read it, I recommend just pausing it. I didn't want to waste too much time sitting there having books open for 10 seconds. But that's it. Any questions, let me know. Any other helpful hints or advice, let me know in the comments. See you guys later. Bye.
Delson wasn't wrong. Now, how to find Stanford.
Clearance implant required.
Digital security. Clever. There's something flashing under their skin. That's not very discreet. This is what happens to mortals who step out of line. An implant? They must have taken that from a corpse. This implant could be useful. I've never seen a machine like that. It's a perfect fit. Let's see how it works. There, I've got an implant, but it's blinking.
Clearance implant required.
That doesn't work on corpses. I can fix that. They don't know everything about us yet. In 1870, Long Island was a hospital for chronically ill patients. What do they use it for now? destruction of the Long Island Bridge didn't discourage everyone. A closet. Disappointing. Vaccination campaign from 1988. There must have been more traffic here back then. They haven't been used for years. They don't appear to use this area. How strange. This looks like an implant scanner.
Higher clearance required.
Restricted access. Interesting.
Hey! Who are you? You shouldn't be on this floor. Identify yourself immediately, or I'm calling security.
It's entirely normal for me to be here. You have nothing to worry about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little stressed out. Usually the men in suits stay downstairs. But you seem different. In a good way. Not like those Vatican guys, but I shouldn't say anything.
You seem nervous. Is everything all right?
Not really. Ever since those nutjobs took over, they've been acting like they run the place. Without a red implant, you can't do anything around here anymore. And I don't think your colleagues appreciate being kept in the dark. Before they came here and changed everything, it was actually pretty simple.
What do you mean?
Now there are tons more clearance levels. They're really proud of that downstairs. But the truth is, there are tons of errors all the time, and everyone has to update their implants constantly.
Is that why mine doesn't work on the closet?
Is that the first time it's happened to you? Unbelievable!
What do I need to do?
Just like everyone else, we're following procedure.
My question isn't about the protocol, but what you can do to help a colleague in need.
Yeah, I get it. I've got a bunch of green implants in the safe in my office. The code is 423. You can take one, but you have to remember to bring it back.
Can you remind me how it works?
Go to any implant machine. It's really easy. There are instructions if you need them.
Thank you.
Of course.
A scalpel. Their equipment is in perfect condition. Here are the implants. No red implants. They're reserved for the Society of St. Leopold.
There's no more room in the morgue. I'm gonna get to work on these recent entries.
Easy does it. I already have one. Here we go. New clearance. this takes me. This base is bigger than I thought. It's not going to be that easy to find Stanford.
Don't move!
Easy there, soldier. I've got to...
On your knees! Hands behind your head!
Lower your weapon and let me through.
On your knees, I said! Now!
He resisted. How? I have important information to pass on. It's urgent.
I have to check. Nobody told me.
Not surprising. I have an implant. Let me identify myself. We've already wasted enough time.
Get in there.
Scan your implant.
Are we all right?
Yeah. Next time, let me know.
That was close. I'll have to be careful. It's much larger than I thought.
What?
A blast door. This base must have been used during the Cold War.
Damn it! Unbelievable! Fucking implants! Yeah, it's me again. I can't get into anything.
Okay, go to the database.
I'm telling you, the database is locked. If I keep it up, I'll block the entire system.
Fawn, we need to collaborate.
Sorry, I don't see what else I can do to help you. I'd ask Stanford himself, but he's not on this floor.
Have you tried the archives?
The archives? You think so? Maybe. I'll take a look. Well, if I could open the door.
This appears to be from the last century.
That's the problem with security doors from the Stone Age.
Usually, this kind of machine is reliable.
Different laboratory wings. Three members of the Society of St. Leopold are in charge on this floor. Favarone, Mana, and Gallagher.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
An implant database. If it were unlocked, I could locate Stanford, but I would need a red implant to do that. One from the Society of St. Leopold. What do these symbols mean?
Oh, what now? Please, the door won't open. I thought your test was over.
Yeah, but you have to put everything back the way it was, otherwise the security blocks everything. I'll take care of it, but I have to finish this first.
Very practical.
That's why we do our tests in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
If you're in a hurry, you can take a look.
I'll wait. Are you waiting to go to the labs too?
That's more like it. That changed the number that's displayed.
There we go. Finally. I hope I find something in the archives. But I doubt I will. Figures. I can't find what I'm looking for. Tired. Ugh.
So much hostility. This kindred must have suffered.
Hurry up, Henry. What part of I need those results wasn't clear? A child would understand. Why can't you?
The latest results aren't good. All right, that's better. The latest results aren't good.
That's a lot of blood. What are they doing here?
If Dr. Faverone sees me talking to you, the shit's going to hit the fan.
Human blood? I thought they only studied us.
If Faverone thinks I work better under pressure...
Notes on cell renewal. It would appear they are attempting to use our regenerative abilities on humans. They'll never be able to do it.
All right. Concentrate. Ugh. Tell me you weren't there for Faverone's meltdown.
I only caught the end.
Great. She yells at me in front of everyone now. It's her way of motivating the troops.
There are less painful techniques.
I'd be a lot faster if I didn't have to double as her personal assistant. I'm in the middle of a promising procedure, but I keep getting interrupted. No matter. I'd better stop complaining.
It can't be easy for a professional like you to have someone poking sticks in your spokes.
It's hard to complain because she's very efficient. And she's not just anyone in the Society of St. Leopold. She adapted very quickly here, got the attention of the higher-ups. So, I deal with it. For the cause.
Henry, if you don't want to be the next body under my scalpel, I need those lab results by tomorrow.
Can you open the door to the cold storage?
I'm afraid not. Dr. Faverone has the security pass. She doesn't give it to just anyone.
I'll be going now.
Back to work.
All right.
A red implant. Maybe the one that I need.
The epidermis is already breaking down. I've been working on this for way too long.
This locker belongs to Professor Henry. Easy.
Decontamination complete.
Don't have anything better to do? In case you were wondering, this isn't dinner and a show. Get back to work.
A surgical steel table that's been carefully put away. Everything is ready for an operation. These gloves are made from thin plastic. It would be easy to tear them.
What the hell are you doing? I might as well throw that out now. Good job. Go get me this creature's cerebellum from cold storage.
Here's the pass and the reference of the member I was working on. And hurry up! Is that what they've got planned for us? These people must be stopped, or we'll all end up here. I can't accept that. I feel that urge, like something is tearing me apart.
Apparently you are in cold storage. Great. I'll unlock the box containing the cerebellum. Hurry up.
Losing her child. That's not going to calm the prince's ire at all. Miko. She was one of the attractions at the prince's parties. Jara, I didn't approve of your methods, but you were always an effective spy. They managed to get you, too. What a waste. I never thought I'd be handling a cerebellum.
Did you need something else?
I'll be going now.
Back to work.
Decontamination complete.
That cerebellum's not going to walk over here on its own. You sure took long enough. I can finally get back to work.
I need that.
What?
I have a red implant. Will it allow me to see Stanford's location? These gloves are made from thin plastic. It would be easy to tear them.
Decontamination complete.
No sign of hostility. Even towards me. Slow breathing. He's dying.
Higher clearance required.
Of course. I didn't update my implant. The elevator just came down. The implant was deactivated. I need to be careful. That's the key to my cover. Unit 731. Experiments on human subjects in Asia, 1932 to 1945. Wholesome reading. See you there.
All right.
There's a red implant. It might be the one I'm looking for. There must be a way to get him out of here. Excuse me.
If you're looking for a little light reading, this is not the place.
I'm looking for something a little different.
Can I help you?
The person in charge here, if I needed to talk to him, how would I go about doing it?
It's not easy. In general, Father Joseph doesn't leave the conservation area until he has finished his work. If he's restoring something, it can take a long time. He locks himself in with everything he needs, food and drink, and we don't see him again until he's done.
What happens if there's an emergency?
Look around you and ask yourself, what kind of emergency could there ever be in a museum or library?
So he doesn't come out.
That doesn't mean he can't be reached. He approves every request to borrow a book from the conservation area through a computer system.
So, if I request a book, he'll come and hand-deliver it to me?
No, it's automatic. He'll just approve the request. His work is very important. We do everything we can not to interrupt him. I'd rather you not disturb him.
My job is far more important than dusting off some musty old books. I just need to talk to him, and he's impossible to reach.
There's not much I can do for you. As long as he's working on his book, he won't answer.
What's he working on?
I have no idea. He's working his way through his list. Yesterday, I heard him say that he finished the authors starting with R. He was very happy about it.
I see that we have collected a lot of things.
Yes, and it can be complicated to find your way around. What are you working on?
I'm researching interrogation methods.
I understand. It's not at all my specialty, but I recommend that you look at the works from the Middle Ages. The Spanish Inquisition was particularly effective in extracting confessions from heretics and other things.
Thanks for the advice.
I don't know what they can feel, but I remember reading something about a retractor used on a particularly sensitive part of the body.
I'll be going now. This emblem has been severely burned. Cover of a very old book. These diamonds are nothing compared to the ones I used to sell. It was long ago. This kindred was starving. How long did they keep him here? Florins that belong to former hunters. What do they hope to get out of them? The glass-walled room appears to contain very old books. They're extremely fragile. There must be a connection. This is a thermostatic control panel. It controls the temperature, humidity, but it's locked. Excuse me,
I warned you, didn't I? Maybe you'll listen to me next time.
All that for nothing.
A new face, suddenly overcome by a need for reading material?
I just joined the department.
We've got a few too many newbies around here, if you ask me. At least you're not from the Vatican.
Are they causing trouble?
They're a real secretive club. Information doesn't circulate freely, if you know what I mean. That's pretty much the opposite of my job description.
You work with them every day. You must have gotten to know them pretty well by now.
Other than Father Joseph Manna, I don't see them very often.
Is he the guy in charge here?
Yeah, he's in charge of the Treasury Department. A real fountain of knowledge. He's a very kind person who's got a very interesting take on what we're doing here. Well, I've got a lot of work.
I can't find The History of the Society of St. Leopold in the library.
A book by Albert Lee, right? I think I know who might have borrowed it.
Who?
What's it to you?
It's an excellent book, and it just so happens that I need it. I don't see what's wrong with that.
Elle Gallagher must have checked it out. It's just like her to borrow a book without checking it out. She must be studying it at the Pyre.
It doesn't sound like you're a big fan.
She's ambitious, and she thinks she's something she's not. And you can tell. That's all.
I'd like to talk to the person in charge of the library.
He's a busy man, and his time is precious. What do you want to see him for?
Nothing important.
Then good luck getting him out of his cave.
I'll be going now.
I need some coffee.
If you're not coming to help me, don't bother me.
I need to see you there.
All right.
coming.
Ah, thus Cain went to Abel.
Excuse me?
My conviction might not be as strong as it used to, but I can still sense your true nature. My stomach is in knots. I'm not wrong, am I?
And you aren't crying out for help?
Should I? We could just have a conversation. Quietly.
Why?
I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. To meet a kindred face to face. Who knows? Maybe you'll also learn something from the exchange. I am Father Joseph Mena.
You can call me Galeb.
Galeb? Very well. That's a much better start to our conversation. Or an exchange of best practices. I consider myself an interpreter of the great book of your existence. And you are a fascinating subject.
Just what exactly am I to you? A variety of guinea pig?
Have you heard of Raphael Renzi?
I've heard that name somewhere. A Renaissance Inquisitor, if my memory serves me right.
That is correct. I didn't expect you'd know him.
Didn't Renzi have a change of heart?
Yes. He came to believe that vampires were creatures of God, and as such, they deserved salvation. He was burned for his belief.
That's the Inquisition's solution to everything.
But Renzi's ideas were handed down over the centuries. The church may have issued the Florentine decree, but the questions he raised at the time still have gone unanswered.
An inquisitor with remorse?
Something like that.
You might be exactly what I'm looking for here. We could work together, but you're siding with the barbarians. A scholar like you has no place here.
You're mistaken about us. Our common interest is to understand you.
Then you must be blind.
What makes you say that?
The First Inquisition targeted heretics. We all know how that played out. In torture and flames.
That's all so far behind us. We don't have to make the same mistakes.
I'm sure you know better than I do what happened in London and Vienna. And now, Boston.
Unfortunately, the evidence is stacking up. Maybe what we're doing here isn't any different.
It's obvious. Open your eyes.
Admit that we can't just stand by and do nothing. Vampires are a threat. Why should I help you?
Just think of all that we could do together. A mutually beneficial partnership would be ideal for a researcher such as yourself.
Indeed. An unprecedented alliance. The offer is tempting, I admit. You must understand my hesitation. If you were in my shoes, would you trust yourself? You're not a sheep. That's obvious. But that doesn't mean you'd help your enemies.
You made your decision when you chose not to call security. There's no reason to hesitate now.
You don't understand the predicament in which I find myself. It seems so simple when you say it. But if evil is among us, it will be difficult to defeat. Like the snake in the Garden of Eden.
So, I'll cut off its head.
You mean to kill Monsignor Stanford? You're mad. That's not the solution.
Stanford is far from innocent. He defiles your beliefs.
It's true that we are often in disagreement.
Then it's time to take action.
You're right. I've been blinded for far too long. I don't know where Stanford is, but you can locate him. Chiara Favarone, in the clinic. She's the only person who has access to that on the main computer.
Very well, then.
But please, no unnecessary violence. Leave, now, before someone finds us together.
Not so fast. I cannot allow you to live.
What?
I'll take that.
I'm sorry, Joseph. It's every man for himself.
It's unlocked.
Temperature, humidity. That can't be good for the books.
This brooch has some strange symbols on it. It looks like Tremere magic.
Yes?
I can't find the history of the Society of St. Leopold in the library.
Someone must have checked it out.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, I'm not in charge of book loans. I'm just here to do my research.
Very well. I'll be going now.
When you're done with that, get started on cleaning the last tank.
Very well.
What? What do you want? My time is precious, and I've got a boss breathing down my neck. So if you have no business here, either leave, or I'll call your friends to drag you out of here.
I'm doing an inspection.
Oh, should I call you Inspector, then? There's nothing to investigate here. We're working, something you might not be familiar with. Now, get out of my way.
We're all on the same team here. We're not going to get anywhere by tripping each other up.
You're right. I get carried away. Sorry. I'm really under pressure right now.
The problem with the tanks?
You know about that? Yeah, that, and everything else. There aren't enough of us to keep it all running and keep up the pace. Well, I'll be getting back to work now.
Your shoulder. Are you hurt?
What? Oh, that. No. It's blood, but it's not mine. When you spend your days dissolving bodies, you're bound to get splashed.
I'll be on my way now.
I'm exhausted, and I have to finish this before I leave.
A removable valve. This isn't for a large pipe. Chlorine solution. Chlorine solution.
Decontamination complete.
Finally, the cleanup's going to start. We don't have all night.
Decontamination complete.
None too soon. Tank number 1 has been cleaned. Rahim, can you please set up the next test for me when you have time?
I'll take care of it as soon as I'm done with this.
I'll open the door for you.
Acids, thermite, liquid nitrogen. Nice collection. I need to see you there.
Yes, of course.
She has a red implant that could help me find Stanford.
Huh. Rather effective. Who developed this amazing weapon? No, not her. There's no way.
This looks like a weapon that has been taken apart. Most likely a prototype. It's almost as if it had been gnawed. The wires need to be spliced, but with your bare hands, that will hurt. It appears as if acid has eaten through this cable. That needs to go right to the control panel. That should help.
Experiment in progress. Pyrolysis is required before opening.
Good. It works. Access to the pyrolysis controls is locked. I'm going to need a key.
Pyrolysis protocol.
What? No, don't!
Pyrolysis complete.
I hope the implant is intact. It doesn't look damaged. From the looks of it, their prototypes appear to be quite effective already.
Gallagher's not gonna like this.
Welcome, Counselor Faverone.
Very well. Let's see what I have access to now. Wonderful. I can access the database. Stanford. Based on the GPS data, he's not far off. But below me, there's something flashing here. What did I unlock? A draft by Chiara Faverone.
Monsignor, I am very honored by your offer to take over from you, but I am afraid I must decline. Our strategy is flawed. I've already told you that, and I wouldn't want to do any dishonor to your legacy here. Chiara Faverone. End of dictation.
Interesting. But I'm here for Stanford. It's now or never.
There he is! Take him downstairs.
Today is September 6th, 2019. This is confession number 6, conducted by Father Walter Stanford. I'm being assisted by Agents Hawthorne and Beck from SAD. The blank body was apprehended in our laboratory. I imagine you used one of your little magic tricks on the guards at the entrance to get inside. I don't recommend that you attempt that with me.
I must endure this.
Very well. Let's get down to the heart of the matter. Begin by identifying yourself.
He knows more than he's letting on. I must be careful. I won't say a word.
You disappoint me. I expected more maturity from an old leech like yourself. We know all about you, Galeb, Suleiman, Parasite. They're all just synonyms. Repeat after me, Suleiman. Confiteor Deo omnipotenti. Repeat. Mea culpa. Mea maxima culpa. Bear your guilt until your imminent final death. Bear it, and may the Lord have mercy on you. But let's not waste our time on trivial matters. You're a businessman. After all, time is precious to you, even if you have all eternity at your disposition.
What do you want?
I ask the questions, you answer. Things will be clearer that way. What did you hope to accomplish by coming here?
I won't tell you a thing.
You'll learn that I admire courage. But sometimes it comes with a price. Pray, if you still can. Domine Maybe you'll stop your foolishness now. Be that as it may, you managed to find us. How?
We have eyes everywhere. Did you really think we wouldn't notice anything?
Impressive. Not to mention the fact that you managed to get in here. That's no small feat for a vampire alone. Were there any lost souls that helped you?
You'll never make me talk.
This could all be so much more pleasant. It's my fault. I must not have made myself clear enough. I take no pleasure in any of this. You're going to need to be more reasonable now. Let's try something else now. A subject that's especially dear to me. I know there's a place where you believe you are in safety. Since you know where we are, don't you think it's only fair that you tell us where you are?
I'd rather be destroyed.
You leave me no choice. I'm going to have to purify you. I have so many more questions to ask. Let's see what I can find out from you. It seems we've caught another who's of greater interest than you.
Who?
See you soon, Galeb.